The process of buying and selling a property at the same time is really tricky, and also it's my specialty. I'm Heather O'Leary, and if you have questions about how to do this, I talk to people all the time who are kind of weighing their options. So definitely click on my link tree and schedule a calendar appointment to chat with me. Today, though, I want to tell you about the story of one of my clients. We chatted, I think probably for the last couple of years. I've been talking to her because I knew that she was ready to upgrade her lifestyle and her living situation. And finally, this year, we got the numbers where we thought they should be. That's always really important to speak to a lender. So let me know if you need a great lender to talk to. And we went ahead and listed her property for sale without her having a property to move into. I will tell you, the market in Denver this year has been pretty slow. So it took us a couple of months to get her property under contract. But her story is really awesome. We probably took 2 or 3 months to actually prepare her home to sell. And of course, if you're wondering how you're supposed to prepare your home to sell, check out this other video I have on staging or not to stage, because there's a lot of things that go into getting ready for it. And you'll see in this video later, she talks about how that was probably the hardest part. But when we got her home ready to sell, we kind of just waited. A couple showings a week, fairly common. Your realtor should be able to tell you about how many showings you should expect. Then we got an offer on her property. And the really cool part is we had gone to see another home previously without her already being under contract, and that home was still available. So when we got an offer on her property, immediately we were able to go back and make an offer on this replacement property for her. So she seamlessly transitioned literally the same exact day from one home to the next. She closed on both homes at the same time at the closing table. I'm going to be honest, it's actually the first time I've ever done that, and it's super uncommon. And there's a lot of ways to buy and sell a home at the same time. And of course, I have a video on that. So if you want it, it's in the comments also. But anyway, I want to give you a chance to listen to her and what she has to say here in our conversation at the closing table.
I'm impressed we made a same day close happen.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I want to know. How does it feel now knowing that you have really just leveled up your lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
Leveled up.
Leveled up. It's a little overwhelming right now. It was
Okay.
very emotional on Saturday after we left. Because we'd lived there for 16 years. I'm excited though. I'm going to have an office. Isaac's going to have his own space. I'm excited for all that. But yeah, Saturday was really emotional.
Okay, so you're to like the fun unpacking part. I want to know what the hardest part was.
For unpacking?
No, of the whole process from like day one when I started talking to you
Oh my
to
gosh.
today.
I think trying to get my place under contract was stressful. Like anytime we got the feedback, and especially the negative feedback.
Yeah.
Some of those were a little brutal, and I'm like, but this is my home you're talking about, and you're like telling me my home smells, or, that I think was really hard. And then the last one that we got, that was a negative one. I read it right before I left for work, and I was like really upset, and I was really discouraged. And so I was driving to work, and I started talking to my dad. I don't pray to God, I talk to my dad. And so I'm talking to my dad the whole drive to work. I'm like, come on, you got to help me. We got to get this done, blah, blah, blah. And I get to work, and an hour later, we had another showing scheduled. And that was the one that went under contract.
And that was the offer.
Yep.
You know
So,
what I kind of love about that story too is that like we were talking about how just having like faith and knowing like the right thing will happen, the right buyer will come at the time that you need it to,
yep.
so that you can be ready to make an offer. Because I think if we had made an offer on the one you currently have right now, before, remember they were like kind of resistant to like seller concessions and negotiating, like because we waited a little while.
Yep.
It was like 3 weeks or so in between.
Was it that long?
2-3 weeks, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because when
Yeah.
we went back, we're like, well, no, that was the 2 week ago offer.
You're right. That's what No,
That's-
today
this
we
is the
want
today
seller
offer.
concessions
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because we offered less.
Yeah, we
and then we
Yes.
negotiated. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
there anything you'd change like about the process?
I don't think there is anything negative. I mean, it took time, but it was the market, you know. I think that was stressful just because of the time, because I was hopeful that it would have gone a little bit quicker than it did.
Yeah.
Um,
And for the higher price.
yeah, but no, you were so great at communicating with me, and we communicate so well with each other.
We really do.
And same with you. The communication with you is always so great, and I would just randomly text you, and you'd respond right away, and it just made it easier. Like I felt like everyone was there for me.
I
So
remember packing being really overwhelming at the very beginning, like just staging and getting ready.
that, you know, actually, and that was overwhelming doing that and not having the truck to move it. And then my car was in the shop.
Yeah.
So we only had Ryan and Isaac's car. And so we were like, we'd pack and then we'd load both of their cars up with boxes and then drive to storage and then unload and go back and do another trip. And we did a lot of that. And that was a lot of work.
And remember, if you are curious on whether it makes sense for you to make a move or you want to kind of just explore your options, I'm really happy to sit down and chat with you. Definitely subscribe to my channel for more of this information about how to make a move here in Colorado or lifestyle content. I'm Heather O'Leary, your Colorado homegirl with eXp Realty.